Hi, I'm Chris from Sallyforth, and this is the first of our rules explanation videos for the Albedo Miniatures game. So I'm joined here today by Doug,
right,
and we're going to be looking at the activation sequence in the Albedo Miniatures game. So we have an activation deck, and this is a set of cards, and basically we have numbered cards, go from 1 to 6, and in the sort of basic set we have a black 1 to 6 and a red 1 to 6, and then we have a number of special cards which are printed in green. So because this is the basic introductory look at how it all works, the only card we're putting in is a re-roll and a reshuffle. But in the more advanced game you can have cards to allow your elites to act more often, your green troops not to activate as much, and any other sort of scenario balancing that you need to do. So first thing that we need to do at the start of each and every turn, every maneuver unit has a dice rolled and placed next to the unit. So these are just standard d6s, and in fact this is the only time that a dice is used in the whole game. Once we've allocated the dice to the maneuver units, next thing that we need to do is to shuffle the cards prior to the start of the turn. Okay, so there we go. So unit activation in Albedo works by turning a card, a number 4. Okay, so when the card 4 is drawn, we then look at the activation dice and see if any units have got that number. So Doug, have you got any 4s over there?
sadly not.
No. Okay, well this guy here has got a 4, so it's his turn to activate. So I'm going to turn the card, and we're going to look at the movement section of the card. So what this is saying is, if the troops were elite, they'd move 6 inches. If they were regular, they'd move 4. If they were elite, they'd move 6. If they were regular, they'd move 5. If they were green, they'd move 4. Now, unfortunately, my guys are all green, so he gets to move 4 inches. Okay, so he's going to head over here towards some cover, and that's the only unit that's a 4 that's got to activate. The next card is a 6. Okay, so have you got any 6s, Doug?
No 6s?
No, I haven't got any 6s either. So nobody gets to activate at that point. The next card is a 3. So you've got any 3s, Doug?
I've got a pair of 3s.
And this guy over here is a 3. So what happens in the Albedo Miniatures game, if you both tie, if you've both got a unit that could activate, you cut your action deck and you look at the D10 symbol. Okay, the D10 is this symbol here on the left hand side. So I've got a 6.
I've got a 7.
Okay, so your guys have got the edge on me and you get to activate first.
So I'll start with this chap here. Green 2, so not exactly the fastest in the game.
No, okay, but
so he will scuttle towards cover.
If we were in shooting range, getting to shoot first would certainly be an advantage.
I've got the second activation.
Oh yeah, you've got 2 activating on that dice.
He's got a little more zest. He's moving 7 inches, and he'll run to the back of the building, trying to get there firstest with the mostest.
Right.
Over to you.
Okay, so it's 3s. So this guy here has got a 3. So for this game, they're all greens. So green 5, he can get to move 5 inches. So I think we're all going to want to head towards the back of the building. So let's get a 5 and get him moved over there. Right, so the next card is a 1. You got any 1s?
I've got a single 1.
So once again we cut, and I've got a 10. I think I'm going first.
You are, even with my 8.
So let's see how far he goes. And green 7. So he is a bit more enthusiastic about getting into cover, possibly. Okay, so this process continues until all of the units have activated. The turn continues until we've come to the re-roll and the reshuffle card. At this point, the turn ends, and you might get to have activated all of your units, or in this case, we had a 5, a 4, and another 5 behind the reshuffle, so the 5s wouldn't have activated at all on that turn. At the end of the turn, each dice gets re-rolled. And the 3 decks get reshuffled. Okay, and there we are, we're set up, ready for turn 2. So the next card in the activation sequence is a 4. Have you got any 4s, Smooth Dog?
I have one group of 4. You have none, I believe.
No, I haven't got any, so over to you.
So how active are they? They're moving 8. So off they go.
Right, so we've cut over now to the unit level game, which is probably the more standard Albedo Combat Patrol setup. So the principle is the same, however now every leader, every squad leader, every NCO and officer has an activation dice, and when that number comes up, the whole squad moves as a manoeuvre unit.